Remember last year when people were panic buying and fighting over toilet paper? Well, it's happening again, only this time for houses. Details coming right up.
Are you ready? Let's go!
Welcome back to Real Estate on the Lam, bringing you the latest market information, some predictions, and a few other nuggets along the way. Hi, I'm Lambros Demos from Royal LePage, and 2021 has gotten off to a flying start for home sellers, not only in the GTA, but most of Southern Ontario. We used to say, drive until you qualify. Well, now that drive has gotten longer and longer as places as far away as Niagara Falls, London, Bowmanville, etc. are all experiencing bidding wars and prices are breaking barriers like never before. Staying closer to home, let's take a look at supply and demand over the last 10 years and how that has affected home prices. The blue line is the number of active listings, in other words, supply, and the red line is the number of sales, in other words, demand. Back in 2012 and 2013, we had a healthy 2 to 3 months of inventory. That stat steadily decreased as fewer and fewer homes were becoming available until that line of supply actually dipped below the line of sales in early 2017. Supply dropped significantly and demand remained the same or actually went higher as people thought they could miss their opportunity to buy a home. So they kept buying and prices skyrocketed until April when the provincial government brought in the foreign buyers tax and other measures to control the market. All of a sudden, supply more than doubled as sellers put out their homes on the market all at the same time, thinking they would lose the equity in their homes. Fast forward to 2018 and 2019, the market was now recovering, but then a year ago, prior to the lockdown, we saw a similar phenomena as early 2017. Supply was shrinking while demand was growing, and the market was headed out of control. Let's zoom in on the last 12 months for a better look. In January and February last year, we saw demand increase at a higher rate than supply, effectively tightening market conditions. We were down to less than 1 month of inventory, and prices were starting to climb faster than usual. In March came COVID-19 and the lockdown, and that was like a relief valve on the real estate market, releasing all of the upward pressure. That relief didn't last long, however, as by the middle of May, sales were on the rise again. A combination of pent-up demand as well as people now adjusting their needs and wants with respect to their living situations. In some ways due to the pandemic, working from home, etc. We started seeing a migration away from the city core, predominantly condos. And this is what is currently driving up demand in the suburbs and many other areas. New residents from the GTA moving into smaller towns. Combine this with a drop in supply, record low interest rates, etc. And that's why we're seeing record sales, bidding wars, and incredible price acceleration. We are getting dangerously close to another overlap of sales over supply. So is another correction coming soon? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying prices are going to fall, at least not significantly. They may correct themselves in the short term, but long term, I believe they will continue going up. This chart shows us what happened after the peak of 2017. Prices corrected themselves, but are now climbing back up, much higher than they were back then, almost 10% higher. In fact, some market segments are seeing as high as 30% price appreciation year over year. This is certainly unsustainable. I would be remiss if I didn't point out that for the first time ever, this number of 967, 885 is actually influenced more by areas like Mississauga and Brampton than it is by the city of Toronto. If this trend continues and the suburbs become more expensive than the city core, how long will it be before people start moving back into the city? The COVID-19 pandemic has certainly changed the way we do things, and real estate is no exception. In a recent Ipsos survey, a whopping 64% of home buyers said they bought earlier than expected last year. Now, however, with the vaccine being rolled out and inoculation around the corner, the economy will continue to recover. Employment is already within 5% of where it was pre-COVID. Large employers may recall workers back into the office. Stores and restaurants will reopen. The travel and hospitality industries should normalize by the end of the year, and an ambitious federal immigration plan will impact urban areas over the next 3 years. Combine this with record low interest rates not going up until at least 2023, and I think you will see a resurgence of condo buying in downtown Toronto, be it by end users or investors, and people eventually moving back into the city. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this information helpful. If you're planning to buy or sell, or just curious to know what's happening in your specific neighborhood, please do not hesitate to contact me. I would love to hear from you and enjoy answering your questions. You may call, text, email, or even post a comment in the section below. In the meantime, please like and share this video. And if you're watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button or follow me on Facebook and Instagram to get all the latest videos and market information. Have a fantastic day, everybody, and stay safe.